Here with Hofstra head coach Frank Catalanotto following a big 17-5 win over St. John's. Coach, everything seems to be working today. Thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, it was nice to go out and beat someone up a little bit. We really haven't done that all year long. So the bats were hot. We were scoring runs. Obviously we had that big inning, and then later in the game we got some insurance runs, which was great. But I think Mark Fiello pitched a great game, and all around I thought it was a really well played game by my guys.
Coach, after a series loss to Charleston, what did your guys learn down there to translate to today's game?
Well, I think it's, you can't take anyone too lightly. You got to keep fighting, and they know that from, that point forward, when we lost 2 out of 3, we couldn't be messing around anymore. We have to win baseball games, especially obviously conference games, if we want to, go anywhere this year. So I think they're focused. They know that there's no room for error, and we saw it today with how Mark pitched and how the bats responded.
Did you see anything specific from Mark? Did he make any adjustments going into the start?
Well, for me, it was just his confidence on the mound and throwing strikes. I think he only had 2 walks maybe. And stuff-wise, he's got great stuff. He's just got to believe in his stuff, and sometimes that wavers a little bit, he doesn't trust his stuff, and he doesn't throw strike one. Today he was doing that, so that's really all I saw.
Coach, you beat up on a righty today, and you had a right-handed heavy lineup, of course, with Will and Dylan on the shelf. Can your guys, is that kind of like a momentum swinger with a lot of these righties, and then you come out and you face a righty like Pesca and really get in the business today?
Yeah, listen, my righties can hit right-handed pitchers.
Yeah.
Obviously it's nice to have Will and Dylan in the lineup, but I'm confident in those guys. But yeah, no doubt, it definitely gives us confidence when my right-handed hitting lineup is doing damage against right-handed pitching. So I think that they were good today.
Coach, thoughts on Ryan Royals' 4 for 5 performance, including that grand slam?
He was awesome. He's been swinging the bat better lately. I thought, before, maybe 2 or 3 games ago, he was very defensive at the plate, and he's been more aggressive. I mean, obviously the home run was a big hit at that time, but he's been swinging the bat good, and we need him down the stretch to swing a hot bat.
Coach, how important is it for guys who normally don't see the field much to see it in a game like this?
I think it's important, to get guys in there, even if it's just for an at-bat or a couple of innings in the field. Sometimes if you haven't played for a while, you can kind of forget what it feels like. So it's good to every now and then, I'd like to get them in more and more. Obviously, if it's a close game, it's tougher to do that. But to be able to get those guys in there today was good.
What does the momentum from this game look like going back into conference playing? What's the message to the team going into the Towson series?
Yeah, and that's what I just told them. I think, it's huge to have a game like this going into conference play, and again, like I said, there's no margin for error. Like that team, Towson's coming in here, we gotta, do some damage. And the goal right now is take this feeling that we have and this confidence that we have, and think about a weekend sweep against Towson, and the guys are prepared for that.
Coach, what were your thoughts on Carlos Martinez's outing today?
Well, listen, when Carlos leaves the ball up, he gets hit hard. And, we saw him give up that home run, and he tends to give up some home runs when he leaves the ball up. So stuff-wise, I think his stuff looked good. He just has to make sure he keeps the ball down.
Back to Morel, speaking of him swinging the hot bat lately, was that the decision into moving him into the leadoff spot today?
I thought about it. Right now I feel like with Dylan not in the lineup, I don't know if we really have a leadoff guy. And he's swinging a good bat, and instead of having a conventional type leadoff guy, I said, you know what? Why not put him in there and see what happens? And, he looked good there.
Coach, who you got Friday? Who's going? Maybe Cade?
It's going to be Cade. Cade will go Friday. Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.